I'll be keeping an eye on you. Understand?
If I choose to kill you, you will not even see it.
Ah, I do wish I could understand you. I need a quick word. You there! Do my eyes deceive me? A drow! Here! Forgive my surprise. It's rare to find your kind above ground. Rare and intriguing on a day already packed with intrigue. You were at the gates just now, no? When the goblins came? You saw them up close? A few questions, if you please. There's no overstating my interest.
Fine, ask your questions.
Glory. Now then, how would you describe that particular batch of goblins? Size, nature, distinguishing qualities?
You search your mind, successfully recalling various details of goblin behavior.
Common variety goblins, led by a lasher and flanked by booyahs.
My, a scholar after my own heart. Spent much time among goblins?
I'm not unfamiliar with their kind, certainly.
Shocking little creatures, aren't they? Still, there's quite a bit more to them than most accounts allow. I myself plan to record the world's most extensive catalogue of their means and habits. A blue ocean of information, I dare say. Now, I've a few more questions, if you don't mind. And the dragon they had marching in the rear, was it of the brass or silver variety?
I think there's been a misunderstanding. What do you want, exactly?
The truth, my friend. Not a jot more or less. Last question, then you'll be quite free. Did the attackers rally to the absolute when they fell upon the gates?
Yes, they called out the name like a war cry.
They did, didn't they? Oh, curious. Oh, curious indeed. I've interrogated one, a captive in this very camp. She reports they've abandoned their god Maglabiet in favor of someone called the Absolute. The scandal!
Goblin superstition. Not worth the ink and parchment.
Ah, but is superstition all? These goblins are informed by a kind of strategy anathema to their kind. I, for one, intend to get to the bottom of it. I'm just preparing to head to their camp as we speak, in fact. If you'll excuse me, I ought not to door roll.
Wait, about our conversation earlier. Why the dragon?
My friend, every story benefits from a dragon. Until we meet again. I smell drama amongst these adventurers. What have you heard?
Just a moment. This man is recording my story. I am far from home.
As the colourful man starts scribbling, the bear sneaks a quick look at the page. His brow furrows. Incomprehensible squiggles surround a crude sketch. A bear disemboweling a clutch of tieflings.
Shh, I'm concentrating. Does this look good? Is the coin in the middle?
It's slightly off. Push it just a bit to the right.
Yes. Yes, you're right. That's it.
Perfect.
Speak.
I'm looking for a healer. Help me narrow the search?
Find Nettie in her room. Through the carved door, deeper in the grove.
It doesn't look like you're helping with the ritual.
The ritual is Korga's decision. But she is not our leader. Master Halsin welcomed the refugees in. I wait for him to resolve this.
Halsin won't be resolving anything if he's dead.
Pray he is not. For the refugees' sake.
Huh.
I thought you were Halsin.
The boar prances around, haunches clenching and unclenching impatiently.
Where's Alcin? Promise me a mate.
Oh god, they're shapeshifters.
Fly quick. Fly safe.
Oh, that's gross.
Please. I'm sorry.
This is madness, Korga. She's just a...
A what, Wrath? A thief? A poison? A threat? I will imprison the devil. And I will cast out every stranger.
A death viper. You've milked their poison before. A single drop of it could kill that child in a heartbeat.
Thief? Poison? What's this girl's actual crime?
Girl? You mean parasite? She eats our food, drinks our water, then steals our most holy idol in thanks. Wrath, lock her up. She remains here until the rite is complete. And keep still, devil. Tila is restless.
Come, Korga. We took back the idol. Surely...
Do it.
The snake's hiss of approval reveals its intentions. Should the child struggle, it is poised to strike. The death of a child. A timeless tragedy that never grows old.
Silence. I answer only to mistress.
You harm that child, I will kill you. Don't druids cherish harmony? Jailing the girl disrupts nature's balance. No heart. Guidance. Guidance.
I hear the Tree Father's spirit in your words. It is as you say. Sifisif, Tila, to me! Out, thief. My grace has its limits.
It hurts.
Thank you, Korga. Master Halsin...
Halsin isn't here. Keep his name off your tongue, lest Tila pierce it.
Shadowheart?
I know that look. You're wondering why I was in pain before. Let's just clear the air about that now. It's just an old wound that hurts me from time to time. Nothing to be concerned about. It's nothing to do with the tadpoles, at least, in case your imagination is in danger of getting away from you. It's just something I have to live with.
How badly does it hurt?
Quite a lot, if I'm being honest. But it always passes quickly, so I can manage.
Are you sure it's not connected to the tadpoles?
Positive. You can trust me on that.
Okay.
By claw and tooth from root to thorn, the old oak's grove to wildlings sworn. The mural depicts a ritual, but you do not recognize the deity involved.
A deep elf. In our grove, on this day. A sign. Or rather, a gift. Who better to understand a watchful broodmother than a beloved child of Lolth?
I don't make a habit of threatening children.
She made her choice. Ugh, I thought one like you might understand. When a threat makes itself known, you remove it. No matter. I took back the idol of Sylvanas, and the rite is resumed. We will seal the grove, free from harm, free of intruders.
Zevlor believes his people will perish on the road. So do I.
And mine perish if he stays. You showed great mettle at the gate. The mettle of a skilled sword for hire. I want you to provide your services to Zevlor. Offer to guide the Outlanders out of the grove. I'm sure they'll reward you well. They're to be gone before final prayer. If they are not, the Viper must strike.
Then it seems I'd best speak to Zevlor.
You will do more than speak. This tale ends but one way. With the Outlander rot cleansed, and the grove forever shrouded.
You're an odd one.
You did well to speak up for the girl. That snake is fickle.
A tragedy prevented.
That carcass seems dangerous.
Well seen. Well spotted. We've let a snake replace our leader.
I'm looking for Nettie.
Ah, I see. You will find her deeper in the caves.
How did Olga take over the grove?
She is first druid in Halsin's absence. With him caught or dared by goblins, none may gainsay, but more will die if her ritual is finished. I doubt those exiled by the rite will survive long outside.
Sounds like I'd better leave.
It is what Korga desires. I doubt it is what Sylvanus wants.
The towers seized, the battle done. The moonrise broke the darkest one. You recognize the mark of the dark goddess Shar on the broken helmet. This army marched in her name.
So many dead. Sent to the Night Singer's embrace.
Moonrise must be a reference to Shar's divine sister, Selûne.
I don't want to kill anyone, but I won't let this grove be harmed.
That mural.
Not again.
In darkest hour, a concord made, twixt harp and wild against the shade. Harp and wild. You recall stories of an alliance between druids and the harpers, but the details are vague.
What a fascinating place.
I see you. Just give me a moment.
Excuse me, I'm more important than some bird.
God, our field mouse. No one's more important than the patient in front of you.
Vis medicatrix.
There. It's up to her now. Life or death. Now, what? Drow. Last time I saw one of you folk, he tried to slit me open. I hope you're more agreeable.
That depends. How good a healer are you?
Good enough to tell there's nothing obviously wrong with you. A bit tired, maybe. But we're all a bit tired.
Everything around me is sick. The dizzy spells, the memory loss, the illicit parasite.
A tadpole. A mind flayer tadpole.
What other kinds are there? Not like a frog hopped behind my eye.
That's a serious condition. Come, follow me. I might be able to help. We need to be quick. This way.
See trick?
Don't worry about him on the table. I'm not in the habit of killing Drow. He attacked Master Halsin and I in the woods, leading a pack of goblins. Tadpole crawled out of his head soon after.
He and I have the same kind of parasite?
Seems so. Gave Master Halsin a right start. It's why he joined the adventurers on their expedition. To find out what was happening. I pity you got me instead of him. He understands these things. Studied them. Still, we have options. All right. Let's see what we can do.
What's that plan? Will it help?
It might. But first things first. Tell me about your symptoms. Have you noticed anything strange happening?
Looking closer, you realize you've seen this thorn in the wilds. It's Kalimvor's kiss, a briar from the Dale lands, and a deadly poison.
Try to poison me and you'll regret it.
To hell's with it.
You dodge her blow, but as you regain your footing, you can see the pain in her eyes.
I'm sorry. I truly am, but I can't let you go. If you transform out there, you'll kill everyone in the grove. Everyone for leagues around.
You can't hit me, let alone kill me. Don't make me put you down.
You're right. I'm no use to the others dead. Master Halsin did say the Drow's tadpole was dormant. Maybe yours is too.
I just want a chance to find a cure.
All right, but on one condition. This is a vial of wyvern poison. Swear to me, you'll swallow it if you feel any symptoms.
Alright, hand it over.
Swear it.
I swear.
I hope it doesn't come to that, but thank you. Here. You know, I've spent my life treating folk and never once saw a mind flayer infection. Then suddenly, there's dozens of you. Maybe more. Master Halsin and I were tracking them, studying them, trying to figure out what the hells was going on. Because you should all be changing. There should be a small army of mind flayers out there. But you're not. Weird powers aside, you seem perfectly normal.
You must have learned something from studying them.
For one, that thing in your head is like nothing we've ever seen from mind flayers. It's one of their worms for sure. But this one gives you powers. Telepathic connections. And it doesn't turn you into one of them. Not yet, anyhow.
That's good news?
Could be. But there's a lot we don't know. Infected, folks like you, have been converging on an old temple of Selûne. And I've no idea why. When Master Halsin heard the adventurers were heading that way, he saw a chance to get answers. Joined on the spot. Whatever he found there, he didn't make it back.
What do you want me to do?
The thing is, I've sent birds to find him. But the place is rotten with goblins. None of us can even get close. You, though, you're one of them. Technically speaking, I mean. They won't kill someone carrying their parasite. If you can find Halsin and get him out of there, we can discover what he learned. And perhaps he can save your life. How's that sound?
You're sure he can cure me?
I can't make any promises. This is like nothing we've seen before. But I know this for sure. Master Halsin is the only one close to understanding these things. He's your best bet to survive. Otherwise, that vial's your only option.
Sounds like you're making a lot of assumptions that could kill me.
The way I see it, you have two options. Halsin, or that wyvern poison. I don't envy your choice. Truly. But this is the hand fate's dealt you.
Alright, I'll find Halsin.
Thank you. It would mean everything to the Grove. To me. I wish I could tell you what happened out there. But those adventurers were the only witnesses. And they're long gone. All I can say for sure is they all went to the old temple of Selûne. And Master Halsin didn't make it back. Good luck out there. And if things start to go bad, remember the vial. Remember your oath. Take it one step at a time, Nettie. Come on.
Wyvern poison. Never tried it, and I hope to keep it that way.
Yeah, I had my fingers behind my back.
I'll take that.
There's something in that vessel. Take a closer look.
Track the druid, find whatever burrow he runs to and report back to me. Remember, you're only a scout. Do not engage, do not kill anyone, simply observe and return. I shall decide what we do next. M. My name's Halsin and I am a druid and I run this stupid grove.
Oh, by Sylvanas, I just want my bed.
And I just want to go. I think we should find somewhere to rest.
Keep their confidence if you insist.
You
ever scare me like that again, and I'll feed you to a knoll.
Mom, I'm fine. Stop it.
Our little Hellion told us what happened. Thank you. Don't know what we'd do without her.
No more light-fingered antics, right, Arabella?
Yeah. I mean, thank you for helping me. It's my job too. The druids don't care about us. No one does.
Druids don't care about anyone but themselves. You're Donnie, right? I want to see the dragon's lair.
He nods, then reaches for a concealed hatch.
Hey, thanks for showing me the door. Hello?
His eyes flicker to yours for an instant, then away, as if it hurts to look at you.
Well then.
I need new pockets to pick.
Any of you Moll?
Well, look who's come to visit. My kids say you've been busy since you got here. Mercon says you got him out of a tight spot with some harpies. Gotta say, I'm impressed.
You saved Arabella from the druids. Don't know what those bastards would have done.
You better keep these kids in check. I won't get off so lightly forever.
Is that a fact? I'll tell them to watch their step. Anyway, you want to talk? Talk.
Oh, you might need help with something.
I do, as a matter of fact. Revenge. You saw what those bastards that run the place were doing to Arabella, scaring the precious mite. I want to steal that big, shiny idol they're all chanting at.
An idol? And what'll you do with something like that?
The important thing is to get it away from them. That ritual's gonna get us all killed. And we can sell it once we get to the city. Thing like that's gotta be worth a small fortune.
I could help you get it. My time's valuable to me.
Sure. When we sell it in the city, I'll make sure you get your cut.
See what I can do.
Be careful. They look as brittle as old bark. But they're vicious. Anything else? You've been a friend to us. Come back anytime.
Thanks, Moll.
You'll never see us coming.
What do we think? Get a rest?
There are important matters to discuss.
What are you doing here?
We meet again, as predicted. I shall be here in my camp for whenever thou hast need of my services.
What kind of services can a skeleton offer?
A mending of the threads between life and death. Should thou or any of thy compatriots perish, I will cleave soul to body once more.
That's incredibly powerful magic. Why is it so easy for you?
Because it is my calling. There is little else to explain.
Helpful. No one's dead on my side at the moment, though.
Indeed. Farewell.
Oh no, I'm not done.
Not this one. Nor this one. And this one are less worthy still.
What are you doing?
Righting the balance. Beyond mortal realms, there doth exist an amalgamation of spirits akin to thine own, ensnared by the treacherous cult of the Absolute, felled in its name. They bear great discontentment with their destiny. For a mere pittance of coin, I might summon the worthiest among them to lend aid to thy undertaking.
Will these hirelings be joining me willingly?
Most willingly, forsooth. Their passions doth run deep for what hath been wrought upon them.
Do you think I can trust these cultists?
Suspicion always haunts the guilty mind. My services are all that I can proffer thee. What thou wilt do with them is for thee to undertake.
You're a fascinating fellow. I'm gonna go this way.
My feet can carry me. I should speak up.
I've known a few warlocks in my time. Talented, of course, though sometimes too eager to listen to the devils on their shoulders. Comes with the territory, unfortunately.
Tell me a bit about yourself, Gale.
Let's see. I hail from Waterdeep, City of Splendors. I am a wizard of considerable acclaim and scholar of exceptional accomplishment. I have a cat, a library, and a weakness for a good glass of wine. And if the mood takes me, I'm known to try my hand at poetry.
I hate poetry. I want to know more about you than your hobbies. Can't you tell me something about the real you, Gale?
Certainly. That I have a great respect for privacy, for instance, especially my own.
Well, we'll see if we can make you open up.
For a split second, you see a swirl of untamed magic. Then his defenses drop like a portcullis.
Out! That was uncalled for.
You're right, I'm sorry. Curiosity got the better of me.
Not an eventuality I'm entirely unfamiliar with. Nevertheless, please don't try that again unless I invite you to.
That's fair. My memories before the Nautilide are shrouded in darkness.
Memory loss isn't usually a symptom of ceremorphosis. If it is, they've forgotten to write it down in any text I've read on the subject. Then again, our case isn't exactly usual. Perhaps whatever's causing our tadpoles to remain in stasis has also affected your mind. If ceremorphosis takes place, all trace of your former self will be subsumed into the Mind Flayer's hive. So, to still be here, if a mite forgetful, still a win in my book.
Maybe you're right.
You've got something to say?
How does the Blade of Frontiers end up chasing a devil in the hells?
Karlach's fires raged in Baldur's Gate before she escaped to Avernus, as my source told it. And she was planning to return. One of the archdevils Zariel's own, Chaos Incarnate, a devil with pure fire for a heart. I made my way to Avernus to stop her. She fled from my reach, even climbed aboard the Mind Flayer ship as it screeched through the hells. I followed in close pursuit. I can't bear to imagine the lives Karlach might be taking, the damage she might be doing.
It's not exactly easy to journey to the hells from the Sword Coast. How did you manage it?
A powerful friend with a keen interest in privacy. I'm sworn to say no more. Anything more we should discuss?
I've got this bloodthirst. An urge to destroy, maim, kill.
Anger. I understand. We've been preyed on by Illithids, suffered insertion of a mind-bending worm. Bloodthirst is another matter. But perhaps not too big of one, if it's a devil or demon's flesh you're wanting to tear.
So, you're okay with it? I've noticed your stone eye. Did you lose it in battle?
A most vicious one, in fact. It's made from pure bloodstone, carved from the Galena Mountains just north of the Moonsea. A reminder that sometimes blood must be shed and sacrifices must be made. But that story is reserved for lifetime friends and calmer days.
I'll take the hint then. We need to talk.
The Githyanki people have a word for men like the Blade of Frontiers. Shalak. Roughly translated, Idealist do-gooder, or better yet, benevolent burden. His confidence is an asset. His pursuit of valor, not so much.
You look so unusual. Githyanki are rare in these parts.
I expect I am your first.
Could be. I know of Githyanki, but I've never met one.
Of course you haven't. They would have cut you from navel to neck. You are no less alien to me than I am to you. I know of your kind, but I do not often encounter them. That large, fleshy nose of yours looks like a mistake.
As if your upturned bat snout is any better.
Better is an opinion, but mine is certainly more economical, disciplined, dignified.
How much do you know about mind flayers?
I understand much beyond your comprehension. More to the point, I know the cure for our condition. It is imperative we locate a creche. You do well to observe more and question less.
Just get this one thing straight, Lae'zel. This is my camp. I am in charge here. Okay?
So, we're traveling with the famed Blade of Frontiers. I feel safer already.
I'm not sure about him. There she is.
The Blade of Frontiers. Let's hope Will lives up to his name. We'll need all the help we can get.
Those murals in the grove. Something about them seemed to catch your eye.
What can I say? They were eye-catching. Consider me an art lover.
You're lying to me. Keep your secrets.
Oh.